It's my pleasure to be with my good friend Glenda Storms Bice. Many of you don't know that she edits my crap. She takes my, I shouldn't say that,
you give me too much credit.
Yeah, right. Well, she takes my ADD writing and kind of puts it into some manageable form. Thank you for sharing here, Glenda.
Thank you. It's good to be here today.
And Glenda's she knows how to work a trade show. Me, I'm in my ADD world. I don't do it like a normal person because I'm not a normal person. But it came up online. Some people came up with a list of trade show tips, and I thought, wow, this is just great information that we can share. And so we compiled all these things, and it is in a business resource article on freepromotips.com. This time it's in the business resource article section entitled Tips to Effectively Work a Trade Show Tips. So let's just hit on a couple of these. There was one thing you said, Glenda, about time and really recognizing what the actual time. We're going to speak specifically to the PPI Expo because it's easier to do one show. It's very typical for all shows. The Expo happens to be how many hours?
21 hours of show floor space or show floor time,
and
which seems like a lot.
What does it translate to?
So 7 hours a day times 3 days is 21 hours. So you got to cover X many thousands of booths in that amount of time. So if you break that down and you figure 5 minutes per booth, if you fill up the entire 21 hours, that's
no stops, no nothing,
no bathroom breaks, no food. That's 5 minutes a supplier for 100 suppliers. Whoa. Which really thinking about it is not a lot. You can, and then you think about the time you get more engaged with the person. You run into somebody on the show floor.
That's me. Hi, how you doing?
That's those are pitfalls that, suck up time. And so, you really look at it that way. You really don't have enough time to see that many people, make that many supplier connections on the show floor unless you're diligent. So start by really think through the people you really want to see on the show floor, the booths you really want to see and spend time at, and figure that out as the biggest bulk of your time. If you're going to do 3 days, if you're going to do 2 days, figure out how to get those on the list. Either make an appointment or, work the show floor in such a way that you are making sure you're getting the time with the suppliers you want because the time is gone like that.
Now, it's really important to be organized, and we talked a little bit about this. Some people like tech tools, and there are great tech tools that are out there. You are not one of those people, so
I am not one of those people.
So show us what you do and how you work the show.
I like to touch things.
Oh, hands!
I like to go to the booths and touch things. So I am hands-free as possible on the show floor. I carry a bag over my shoulder. The rest of the time, I endeavor to have both my hands free. So I don't want to be carrying a tablet or a phone or anything. I have pockets in the bag. The bag I take to the show is very key. Does it have pockets I can get in and out of? I think Vegas in general just is a major suck of your cell phone or your camera battery on your cell phone. So I usually have a camera. I take it out. I take a picture. I'm very good about taking pictures of booths and pictures and images and pictures and catalogs because when you get back, you'll only pretty much think that you're going to remember everything. The other thing that I do is I travel with and I'm dating myself here, a handheld digital tape recorder.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you remember these? Now, there's no tape
amazing.
in this. This is digital, so I can plug it into my computer and move it over. This is not a new one. They're probably now, wireless access. I don't have this. I've had this for about 10 years. Runs on some AAA batteries. This is my handy friend. This is me walking into a booth and getting a great presentation from a supplier who's giving me like a 60 seconds pitch on the new process, the new products, anything. We're walking through the booth. It's fast and furious. And I am standing here recording that person as we go. That allows me to be fully engaged with the supplier and what they're saying to me and ask questions as opposed to trying to write notes or trying to type it down. I want to capture that information. Also, with this May, I get accurate information. I don't have to rely on my handwritten notes where I'm like, what was that? Or what did I say there? Or what does that mean? I also do things like I had a great meeting. I'll walk away from the booth and be like, hey, that was so-and-so at such and such a booth with this supplier. Send them a thank you note or make sure you follow up after the fact. And that allows you, too, to have actual record keeping. If somebody says, hey, I'm going to give you EQP, and you note it in the order of that person's name, and they say, hey, I didn't say it, I can say, yes, you did. Yeah. So I'm very picky I know I can do this on my phone. but I try to keep my phone out of my hands as much as possible because then I'm distracted by emails or whatever. And I, check emails as much as I can. But this is my focus in the show floor is getting information, and just what helps me do it. So
now you showed me a list too. So you go to the show. This is a lot of people do this, but show just a quick bit on your list.
I'm very old school because I don't have my, I'm not scrolling through my laptop all the time. I'm dating myself here. This handy sheet of paper. This is a piece of cardstock.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, literally, and this is just a random one that I picked up here.
Would be thrilled
the
over
one I have at the show
too.
isn't that much more. I mean, sometimes I print them out and take it, but I try to do a cardstock because they're a little heavy. And this, of any size, is what I keep in my pocket or in my bag. I'll have things on there like, my top 10 or 15 clients that I want to remember. Those are the things that I'm looking for them because I'm usually looking for them all the time. I think about things in price point. I do a lot of business with trade shows. So the $3 and under price point is very key in my world because a lot of people doing trade shows are aiming to that lower price point. I'm also looking for something specific. I have clients who do gifts every year in the $10 to $15 range. So I'm looking for that. I just bullet point those. It seems ridiculous. Like, of course I should remember these. But you get to the show floor and it's all coming at you so fast and furious that occasionally I just have to stop and pull up my list and be like, oh yeah, that's right, I remember. And it just refocuses you. You can do this in anything. You don't have to do paper like I do. But, I'm a tactile person, so paper works for me. And again, pull it out, look at it, be like, sometimes I'll do this as I'm walking into like a larger supplier that has a lot of stuff, or just anybody. I'll be like, okay, why am I here? Gifts for this person, look for this person, this event, this supplier, this project for a client. That's my continued reference points to just bring me back to my focus of why I'm there.
There's really good stuff that's on that list, and that we shared.
That list is great.
Yeah, yes. The list was really great. Yeah. And who all contributed to that list? Let's give them some props.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Peter and Jennifer.
Jennifer, yes, yes, she's in a women business group I'm in, and there was some awesome. Oh, Leanne was in the list, and Leanne.
Yeah, Leanne Peter. Yeah, right.
Yes, sorry. Leanne had a lot of really good things that I learned from. I mean, everybody does it differently. So talk to other people in your company, start a conversation on any of the social media sites that are business related. Everybody has some tips for what works for them. My big tip that I learned last year was this is my show business card. See the white space? It's my name and my address, and in the back, more white space. Thank you in advance for the follow-up is what it says there. And then my social media and contact information. How many of us, I mean, as a distributor, that the chances of you walking into the booth and ordering a sample, unless you're giving them like a PO and a number right there, you getting it is like next to nil. And so this helps people at least remember, would you please send me that? Or can you follow up with me after the fact? Because the first thing that they do will pick up your card and write on it. So I just made a card on like white, simple stock that was easy for them to write on with a lot of white space information. And that's been really handy at the show. It's like, what, $10 for 500 of these now? I mean, I'm going to have these till, kingdom comes. I mean, I'll have a lifetime supply of those. But it's been so advantageous to have it at the show floor. And people comment. They remember my cards because they're so perfect for show-related stuff. So.
Wow. So this is like great stuff. Again, I encourage everyone to go to the article in the business resource section of freepromotips.com because the list is there. And the trade show opportunity we have is fantastic. Everybody has their own goals. I mean, it really, you want to maximize the use of the time. And I feel really privileged to be able to get this information out to you through Glenda and Jennifer Sullivan and Leanne Peter, who contributed because, there's a lot of things I never really thought about that they're bringing up.
We can all learn from one another. Not everybody's list is perfect. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Free Primitive is all about, obviously, is sharing relevant information that helps your business. So thank you so much for taking the time to share, Glenda. And if you see us at the trade show floors,
please stop me.
Say, hey,
I'm usually really focused, so if I pass you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just like really focused, but please stop me and say hi.
Right, I don't want to take some of those valuable minutes, but hey, just for you, for watching this, we'll be nice to you, So anyway, that's it. Hey, thanks. Make it a great day.
No problem. Folks. See you in Vegas. Thank you.